Well, hey guys, welcome back, and I mean that from the bottom of my heart because it's been a while, right? We have struggled. We've been on what they call the struggle bus, and again, with that comes bad attitudes and frowns and pooched out lips. But we're coming to you today. Basically, it's right before Thanksgiving, heading up to Kansas. I'm hunting. Cole's over my shoulder. My dad is coming along. He got a tag. Whitney's going to be filming him, and I cherish this time. Golly, he's ready. We're going to put him on the woolly grass. There's several bucks that we know he might see, and there's a few different big shooters that we're hoping to get in front of him. Crossbow in hand this year, so it's a little different than what he's used to coming up in that hot summertime in September. It's November. It's the rut. And let's just get out of the way and let the footage talk for itself. Hey, it's windy, it's rainy, but it's killing time, I believe. My dad's here, which is really cool for me. Whitney's gonna be filming him, and hey, the big 9, the deer me and Cole both want to shoot. Dad's fixed to get to hunt, and Whitney.
I'm usually the good luck charm.
All right, guys, November 18th. Got my old dad up here with the crossbow. He's got the 10-point, it's pretty slick. And he's going after the deer I want to shoot the worst. So we're giving him obviously the biggest deer.
Well, that's the way it should be.
That's right. Well, him and Whitney are going. They got a plan, gonna be in a blind. Dad, last time you was over, you shot a big one.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
And there's actually a deer that looks a lot like him. We ain't talked about a lot, but that velvet deer, he looks a lot like that deer.
Yeah.
You know, he looks a lot like the one you shot.
Yeah, he does. He looks, the picture of him looks almost identical.
I know.
He looks like.
Well, he just lost his velvet. He's still gonna have it hanging on. If he walks in now, he'll have velvet hanging.
Okay.
It's crazy. So
he's 5'2".
I'd say he's 7. I'd say he walks around. He's just sagging everywhere.
Okay.
All right, go get him. Love you, man.
Well, we're back here in Kansas at the woolly grass, what Jeff calls the woolly grass. We're in a spot down here where me and Cole killed a big buck, but it's a good spot in here. We're in a little blind. There's one big 9-point, huge 9-point, probably 160 or so, and he's been seen here, so that's what we'd really like to have. But there are also some more good shooters in here, some older bucks. So we're just going to kind of sit here, and it just come a big old rain here, and it's quit raining, so I think we might have a good chance in here tonight. So we're just going to sit here and try to wait on one. There's a buck.
Yeah, he's here.
That's him.
Yes.
71 yards. What time is it?
You're good. You're good.
71 yards. What's he doing? Oh, making a scrape. Making a scrape. Come on back up here, mister. How much shooting light we got?
We got a lot. You're good.
Gun season. He's with that doe, I think.
You know, the big 9 comes in and not only makes an appearance, he makes the appearance. He goes around, struts around, lip curling, making scrapes, making big rubs. Just an incredible sight with that, just dream light. I mean, the dream light, just looking out there and witnessing that, Dad and Whitney, it was an incredible sight, but they just needed him to close some distance for the shot. You know, lots of deer up in their grill all night. I mean, within 10 to 30 yards all night long. The big 9 just basically stayed out of bow range. I mean, just put on a show for them. But with the night ending, they were hopeful that him or another big shooter would give them a shot next time they got in there.
Well, we come back here to the same set we was in last night. We had that big buck. He's a monster. We got real good footage of him. And, but we're just hoping he'll come back this morning. This is a lively place over here. There's a lot of deer coming and going here. It's pretty exciting place to hunt right in this area. But we're just gonna wait around here and see if that old 9-point show up. I think he's a boss around here. I mean, he really looks good.
So lots of deer that morning, and out of nowhere, they look up, and not as the big 9, but a deer that might be 8 or 9 years old steps out, a deer we call old timer, and just the epitome of a big Kansas buck.
That's old timer.
That's that high rack buck, and
It's a pup they call old timer. He's mature.
yeah, he's like a 130 or something.
He's old. He's mature. If you want to shoot him, you can. He's old. You want to shoot him? Old timer.
Got some ass.
Oh,
He's run down. Well, let's just take him into. Got him.
got it.
That's an old one.
He's
He's run down too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, he's really run down. He's a pretty cool deer, I think. He's got a lot of mass, but he's a real old deer. So he just showed himself so good that I just had to take him. But he's down right out there. Right out there, he's down. He just, I mean, it's just a thumb shot. It's just right there. I think this is the first kill to start off the season, so got to get started somewhere. That's gonna be a cool deer. That's a cool deer. He's got a lot of mass. And it's real old deer, so.
That's awesome.
He shouldn't have showed himself like that.
You know, it's one thing, guys. I mean, I encourage you not to take anything for granted. I wasn't in there filming Dad, but Whitney was, and be able to see this and to be in camp with him And just to know that, I mean, he's 73 years old and he still wants to come with us. And hey, we're going to baby him every time he comes. We're going to give him the best spots. I just thankful that the good Lord has given me that I have ground like that for he can come and be able to hunt with me. And that he wants to hunt with me, and that Whitney was fired up to be able to film him. And just Dad is just so funny in his own way to be up there. He just makes the dangest jokes, and I'll never forget it. And I sure won't ever take it for granted. And just another time that I got to spend up there and just to make him smile, and for him to kill another big old buck, this time with a 10-point crossbow, I truly won't ever forget it. Well, guys, November 19th, 18th proved to be a special day. You saw a big deer.
Yeah. Yeah, big 9. Big 9 point.
Put on a show for y'all. Y'all got unbelievable footage.
Yeah. Yeah, Whitney got good footage of it. Nice big deer. Got it doing a rub and everything,
yeah.
You know. I mean,
right on the ground with him.
It's awesome.
Yeah. Man, we've had rain. We've had no rain. We've had rain. We've had not enough rain, too much rain.
Boy, it did rain.
But kind of this property, Dad was on, me and you were on this property when I first bought it. It's the woolly grass, and
yeah.
It's come a long ways, Dad. I mean, this alfalfa we're setting in, trying to manage it.
Well, this alfalfa looks good.
I know.
Looks really good.
Yeah. And this buck right here is an epitome of, I mean, this is probably, I would guess him, I don't know for sure, 8, 9, 10 years old. And you know, yeah, you had a bigger deer last night,
yeah.
But you recognized this buck coming in and just,
yeah,
you wasn't gonna shoot him, probably because his rack ain't the biggest.
Yeah.
But as you look at him, I mean, what a warrior.
Yeah.
I mean, and I'm glad you shot him. I think he deserved it. And
yeah.
I mean,
well, he just all beat up, and then that eye been poked out, and
look at him, guys.
Old, and yeah, I just kind of got to looking him over, and I thought, man, we need to just take him, you know.
And a trophy too. I mean, that's the thing.
He's a trophy.
An unbelievable trophy. I mean, he looked like a bull sitting there. Whitney's filming him in high speed. Looks like a bull. He comes in the food plot. Evolved Harvest, they just been hammering it, and that Big and J, they cannot resist it.
Yeah.
He come in.
Oh, they love that stuff.
Yeah.
They love it.
And that 10-point you shot him with that, I just sitting there looking at it, that kill zone from NAP, and it just blows right through that shoulder.
I know.
I mean, like butter, wasn't it?
Yeah. Went about 30, 40 yards, and he's done. Yeah.
And the thing about it is, this is not by far Dad's biggest deer. You know, he shot some 170s, but this one we're gonna mount just because it's so special. I mean, look at him, Dad. He's beat up everywhere.
Yeah.
His old backbone showing. Feel that right there. Ticks on him. And like it almost kind of, guys, makes me sentimental. It really does. Of just looking at this deer, and even as he's coming in, he kind of trips. I mean, you look at him, he's an old grandpa.
Yeah.
And he's probably been around, I mean, there's no telling how many miles this deer's been, and what he saw, and what he's overcome. I mean, I don't know if you've
fights he's
I
been.
know, and I was just sitting there thinking that, how many, I know when I've gotten a fight, I mean, you're scared, you're like fearful. They got to do it all the time, and how many times he fought?
Yeah.
And now he's probably getting pushed around some. I mean, I think it's a perfect way for him to go. You shot him right in the heart.
Yeah.
Man, we're going to honor this deer, guys. We are going to honor him. He has been a part of the woolly grass ever since I bought it. And again, I would guess him 8, 9, or 10. He looks 10.
Yeah, he's an old man, all right. Yeah, that eye though. I got to looking at him out there with that eye like that. Man, I felt sorry for him.
Well, his old brisket just hanging down. But that's what it is, guys. It's all about the deer. And again, if you just think about that, literally, if you can just think, how many miles has this deer been? I mean, 10,000? I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean,
Been long.
how many?
Yeah. in 9 or 10 years, you know, he's traveled a lot of miles.
Right.
That's for sure.
And how many people did he that was after him? How many people almost shot him? How many people missed him? I mean, we're in Harper County, Kansas. It ain't easy to get to 10 years old as a big mature buck. So hats off to this guy. We're going to respect him. I'm going to be careful with him. I don't want his head falling. I don't want anything. I'm going to be careful with him. We're going to get him to the deal and get him to taxidermist and honor him for the rest of his life.
Yeah. Yeah, he deserves it. Poor guy.
And Dad, he's kind of not no young pup anymore either. Kind of fitting, huh?
Yeah. He's an old man. I'm getting to be an old man. Well, I'm not really.
He's just young pup.
I'm just young.
Congratulations, Dad.
Yeah. You know, Big 9, he made a big rub right over there.
Oh gosh, yeah. We might need to nickname that from Chainsaw to Eldon spot.
You really? Two of them.
He gets up here, he ain't been up here in a while, he just comes in here, hunts the big deer, whatever, you know. Dad does whatever he wants.
Yeah.
And then now he's letting Whitney, he told her, he said, well now you can start hunting. He basically give her permission over me. So next year, I guess when Whitney's got a tag, I can get second deal. Dad doesn't give her permission.
Yeah, that's your spot. Yeah.
Well, guys, thanks for watching. As always, remember right here, wherever Cole puts it, subscribe, check it out, and we'll see you in the next one.